Alright guys, I got a real quick thought video for you. So, I was just kind of thinking about today how it's kind of funny how I felt like a lot of the time when I was growing up, um, I didn't feel like I should like my country. It's kind of a weird thought to talk about, but I didn't really feel like I was supposed to, or like it was alright to like America or like the National Guard, because I'm in the National Guard. And that's one of those things that I'm realizing lately is I think that's a big part of getting older, is just kind of realizing, kind of liking what you like no matter what um, society thinks or what other people say. Um, I don't know, it's kind of it's a fun thought to have. And I don't know, I was just thinking about, I went to school today and I spoke about the guards and stuff and how great it's been being in the guards. And it's kind of funny because, I think a lot of people get behind complaining about their jobs and stuff like that, or oh, this is bad, or like trying to make out an all right situation into a bad situation, or turn a good one into a bad one, just to twist it to kind of make their life seem worse than yours. Um, but I was honestly thinking about it, and I haven't really had any bad things ever happen with the guard, or if I'm being honest, America in general. Me personally, like, I know I'm a white dude, but um, just in general, like, I feel like we're not supposed to like America, and this is kind of, I'm just using America as an example, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's so many things like that that you have to retrain your brain to not care what people think. Because, okay, here's an example. This is a full send um, pre-workout that I bought 2 years ago, probably. I wasn't really letting myself be a fan of full send because I knew I was a college age guy, and I felt like it was cliche for college people to like, or college boys to like full send. So being the little um, a punk guy, I guess, that I was like, you know what? It's popular, so I'm not gonna like it. So I had that syndrome going on for a long time growing up, where there were things that were popular that I was kind of like, I wanted to be the contrast. I wanted to be a contrarian to it. So that came into things like politics, that came into things like entertainment, like music, sports, um, just things where I felt like I had to be different, or some things where I felt like I shouldn't like it just because people in my same shoes do like it. But then the older I get, the more I realize that I don't know, I shouldn't consider anything else or any other people's thoughts on something. I should only really consider my own, whether I like it or not. And it's good to take, I don't know, others' opinions. But at the same time, it's like, and I felt almost the contrast for art too, because growing up, I felt like being a dude in a small town, I didn't really feel like I should like art. I got made fun of like very little, like very, very little for liking it. But I did get a few jokes made and stuff, and then obviously like it didn't really matter because I liked what I liked. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, my thoughts are a little blurry on this. But I kind of just wanted to make another video because I like making these thought videos, but sometimes if I don't do it right when I'm thinking about it, it just gets shelved and it never comes back, or it'll be a long time until that thought comes back. So these are kind of my thoughts right now, just being kind of, just kind of looking at the things that I actually like and realizing, and also looking at the things I don't like and trying to figure out why don't I like those things, and realizing some of those things that I didn't like before, or I thought I didn't like, I actually did like, or I just didn't like them because they were popular, or I didn't like them because of the people they were associated with. I'm trying to think of an example for that. Well, Full Send's a good example. But there's all sorts of things, like even things like Marvel movies. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to like Marvel movies because they're kind of associated with like nerdier people or whatever. But then I realized, like, you know what? I actually do. I like Marvel movies. Like, I've liked them all throughout my whole life growing up. I've always liked superhero movies. Why should I not like? Why should I not like these movies? And I think part of it's like just seeing memes about the people who do these things, or like the fan, like Marvel fans, or like Disney adults or whatever, like that sort of stuff. I do think it has an effect on what we choose to like and dislike. And I don't know, it's kind of funny. I think it's fun to outgrow those old internal biases that you didn't know about before. Like, I remember one thing when I was growing up, I used to think, this is kind of a joke that my dad used to make. He'd always be like, "Oh, are you gonna get a salad?" or something like that, or like just joking about meals and stuff. And it's a big joke where like Midwestern people or like bodybuilders would joke about like, oh, getting a salad, like it wasn't enough to eat, or like that's what like little girls would do, or would like eat a salad. But then the older I get, I'm like, man, I actually like salad, you know. I like salad. I like all foods. But it's those little things that you don't have to, but I think it's smart to untrain your brain to to remove those unnatural links between two things. So like salads and gym bros, why aren't they linked? You know, it makes sense, but I don't know, just thoughts. Thought video.